Brown are an incredible company in that it's one of those things that when you know you've got a meeting with them, you know it's going to be fun. I go to them with some mad ideas and they never ever turn around and go, no, it's not possible. They go, yes, we'll come back to you in a month with samples.
I love to work with Graham & Brown, especially because then we can do really thrilling things, you know.
They have a very honourable ethos in their company, which I think is fantastic. Even though they're all a bit mad and they're sort of, you know, everything's fun, they're very sensible and they're very true to their brand.
It's interesting being their public relations company because I think with clients often it is a client relationship. With them it's always been about partnership and about trust.
Through hard work, imagination, honesty and stimulating people to think differently, Graham & Brown have completely reinvented wall decoration. The road to global success started in the back streets of Blackburn, the original northern town.
We're finding a lot of customers very much engage with our history. I think in times of change that we're seeing, I think to have a company here that's been around with heritage for such a long time actually means a great deal to them. Here we are in the old boardroom where the story really began back in 1946 with Harold Graham and Henry Brown. This is where the contracts would have been signed, which didn't take the form of pen and paper. This was a glass of whiskey and a handshake.
It's always good to be reminded about our humble beginnings. The story, the human story of two people coming together and building a business from desire, and then their families and their teams carrying that on, resonates, whether that's in Libya or in China or in the Ukraine or indeed in the UK.
It still is a family business. They're pretty large now, but it still feels like you're entering a family business when you go there.
The culture of Graham & Brown is unique to us, I think, and lots of reasons why. Being a private business definitely helps. We can make decisions that other people perhaps can't make. We can look at the long term and the medium term, not just the short term.
We're not prepared to stand still, we're prepared to continually move forward, innovate, invest, recognise when we make mistakes and change things.
Celebrating achievement has always been at the heart of our culture. 65 years on, we had a birthday party that showed the soul of Graham & Brown.
Even the directors were turning up on the night, not knowing what to expect. It was an absolutely fantastically run event, but it was done to the Graham & Brown standard, which was top quality. Every country that we operate in was represented. People had come from far and wide, and there wasn't one person who went home who hadn't enjoyed themselves. And many, many hangovers for days to come, but it was great.
This is a team culture business. We support each other, we enjoy working together.
A great Graham & Brown person, I think, is a caring person that has empathy with other people, one that stretches themselves with challenging targets, that understands how to behave in a manner which is appropriate to the business, and is really, really proud to work for Graham & Brown.
Every single employee of Graham & Brown feels part of it.
It's the people at Graham & Brown that make a difference. Their teamwork, their striving to improve, their togetherness, that's our real difference, that's our secret.
Designers love working with us. Lasting partnerships are based on trust and a mutual delight in doing fresh, different, exciting work.
We're working with the likes of Lawrence and Kelly Hoppen and Barbara Hulanicki and Marcel Wanders, and the list it goes on, and also some of the young designers from Central St Martin's. What it does is it brings a different feeling into this organisation.
I like to work with people I respect. I feel that they deliver something to the world which I would like to be part of, because I think it's beautiful.
There's a number of things that we've really enjoyed working with them, and we've been working with them now for over a decade. You know, number one, it helps when they're from our hometown, you know, Blackburn, so there's a strong kinship there. Whenever you go to Graham & Brown, you see that they've got new young designers in there.
I always love to see how people work with the wallpapers to create something which, you know, surprises me.
I find the relationship that I have with Graham & Brown incredibly important to me because, for a start, I mean, it's one of the few licenses that I do which is actually made in Britain.
I love working with them, they're terrific. They're really into design.
Graham & Brown are brilliant with colour. I'm known for neutrals, so they've in a way sort of helped me, if you like, build on colour. And then we've also done wall art, which has been really successful, which is another way of putting something on walls, which is affordable for people who are trying to get the look.
The reality is we're quite a fun company to work with. We have a lot going on. The designers are really pleased that we now sell paint as well as wallpaper, so it's not just about wallpaper collections. They're great brand ambassadors for the business and they're great friends. All the partnerships are long term, and look out for the next big one.
Getting noticed for what we do comes with the territory. Yes, it's joyous to be an officially cool brand, but it doesn't happen by accident. We need to keep working at it.
I think if you think where wallpapers come from, you know, as being uncool, and now the Graham & Brown brand is recognised as cool within 5 years of its launch, I think that's a striking achievement.
Cool. The people, the company and the product, and just generally I love designing.
I think why they keep winning it is because they're prepared to take chances. And they do things that people don't expect. And you'll find in a very avant-garde magazine, guess what, suddenly Graham & Brown will pop up, but with their ads, they never put normal room sets, they might put a car covered with wallpaper.
First and foremost, we have the most wonderful design team here at Graham & Brown, and they are understanding design and colour trends right round the world.
As we grow and we get on the wall art projects, the paint projects, I mean, every day can be different, and that's just great. I mean, it's so stimulating to work on different things. It's fantastic.
To stay on top, you have to create, make and deliver high-quality ranges in a responsible way. And you need to be bold, have big ideas, and do whatever it takes to turn them into brilliant products. Innovation plays a big part in our wallpaper renaissance. With Super Fresco Easy, we're making it easier than ever for consumers to put great design on their walls. Pasting the wall instead of the paper makes wallpapering a completely different proposition. We invited some of the UK's leading home interest magazine editors to see for themselves just how straightforward decorating is with Super Fresco Easy.
I'm absolutely thrilled with the finished result. It's transformed my office into a kind of magical fairyland wood, and I think I can wander about in here and daydream for hours on end when I should be really working. Certainly inspiring.
Remarkably, when we first approached them, they all went for it, and you know, the results are in the filming. To see their rooms transform so quickly, they actually had a lot of fun with it, and it's not something that they would normally do.
Super Fresco Easy, you know, you just got to forget everything you know about wallpaper and start again. It really is that easy.
With Super Fresco Easy, instead of pasting the paper, you just paste the wall, which means you can hang it in up to half the time, so wallpapering's easy peasy, especially for some. Super Fresco Easy, wallpapering made easy peasy. To see how, visit superfrescoeasy.com.
Being a wall decoration company, not just a wallpaper company, is a really important step change for us. It helps when you have a business which has now got 4 solid sectors: wallpaper, paint, the kids area and wall art. And most markets want to buy them together. So we have a long-term marketing campaign. It's working, people are excited by it. It adds up to success.
I remember when I first heard they were going into paint, I was like, paint? I couldn't believe it, and I thought, no, that's right. It should be about everything to do with wall, and who knows what will happen in the future.
What we give our retailers is a very honest approach. We do genuinely care about what we do. And I think that gives us a unique position in the market, in that we care just as much about growing our retailer sales as we do about our own.
We can really add value to our customers. And I present our company to every single person I meet
We're business adventurers, natural traders, with an instinct and passion for seeking out and pioneering our products in new markets around the world.
If they want to have a conversation on consumer research, buyer behaviour, how to create the finest wallpaper category in the land, whether that's in Russia or England or Holland, it doesn't matter. We can have that conversation.
I never thought when I started Graham & Brown 12 years ago that I would be selling our product profile in Kazakhstan, in Azerbaijan.
We are selling wallpaper manufactured here in the UK through retailers across China, which is incredibly exciting.
In the Middle East, we are trading now in Libya, we're trading in Egypt. The reputation of Graham & Brown, the brand itself, has really travelled very well in many parts of the world.
Being international, I think, does make you look at things from a different perspective. It gives you a broader view.
Bringing people together from around the world is essential to introduce new ideas and promote fresh thinking. We do it for customers, press, and our own teams. The atmosphere's electric, and you can almost touch the inspiration and energy it generates.
The energy, like if the company was a young company, which has just begun yesterday, but it's one of the oldest and one of the most famous. So to it, it's motivating to deal with this kind of company.
Concept and the way it's delivered, it's fantastic. You want to take it back to your country and you want to reproduce what you've seen. It's very clever.
I think it's their own belief in the product, the image, and what they're building as well,
Very inspiring. It's the way the world is changing at the moment. And I think here at Graham & Brown they're seeing it at the right way. So, and also bringing all the people here together and bringing back the inspiration, I think it's very good.
What I think is really great is that Graham & Brown is working from a vision, and in all the business units in the company you see the same vision. Marketing is great, products are great, and the basic is the product, but everything around the product is making a complete story, and I really like it.
Everyone really is part of the family at Graham & Brown. We're bound together by shared experiences and shared goals. We're good company and love what we do, creating patterns, colours and products that walls are crying out for.
We're not exactly wet behind the ears now, are we? People trust us and believe in us, and that feel-good factor is there all the time.
It does give you a wonderful pride to come back, see everybody with so much enthusiasm, working so well together. It's wonderful.
They are not arrogant. They enjoy having fun with us, so it's not all about work, and often we will see them in different countries, sometimes different places, and we will enjoy being with them wherever that might be.
Graham & Brown are an extraordinary company. Everything's fun.
Everything's done with great honesty. You couldn't ask for a better partner in business, really.
I just love it. I just love getting up in the morning and coming to work.
We all have to work hard, but we all have to enjoy ourselves. So you work hard and play hard. And that, I think, is part of our ethos.
We're not embarrassed about being likeable. We like to do things that are different. We embrace new ideas. We've got to work for a living, we might as well enjoy it.
The really nice thing is that I was in Milan the other day and we were talking about wallpaper and we were talking about Blackburn. And the Milanese are now saying, well, we want Milan to be seen as the next Blackburn.
Where we are at the moment, we're absolutely with the tops, aren't we?
It's just been a fantastic, it's actually been a marriage made in heaven, which I wouldn't say very often.